Good Saturday afternoon to you here from Viking Field. Want to apologize first and foremost here as we're getting on here a little bit late. We had some equipment fail on us as we were just getting set to get rolling this morning with the pregame show, and we had to scramble around, go back to the station, get some replacement equipment, and we're set up here. Jordan King with you from the Radio Plus broadcast booth here at Viking Field. It's a 21-0 lead for the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings here against Laconia on homecoming. We'll get you caught up on what we've seen so far as WLA, their fourth possession of the ball game here, and already picked up an Addison Jones first down on this possession. They have had no problem moving the football against Laconia. Here's Schwartz going to the far side with Caleb Wild. It's Wild's second catch of the ball game. This drive in particular for the Vikings started at their own 32. They have scoring drives of 38 yards. It took them 3 plays to go 38 yards on their opening touchdown drive. Schwartz ran it in from a couple of yards out. Second drive was from the Laconia 9. Laconia fumbled the ensuing kickoff, and 2 plays for 9 yards and a touchdown for WLA. Another Gannon Schwartz rushing touchdown, and then Schwartz had a 31-yard rushing touchdown on a 65-yard drive that WLA just had a moment ago. Here goes Sam Polish on the far side, and another first down, and Polish rumbles his way inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line. So 21-0 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. And for Laconia, we saw them pick up a first down on their first drive, and on the first down reception to Graham Lemonis, WLA stripped the ball clean. And so there was a turnover there. Lemonis then fumbled the ensuing kickoff after WLA's score, and then a pair of 3-and-outs for the Spartans. So, kind of a quote-unquote 3-and-out on the first possession with the fumbling the next kickoff, and then 2 more 3-and-outs, and that's why WLA has an opportunity to go up 28-0 here still in the first quarter. Here's Frankie Wiedmeyer around the near side on the screen pass from Schwartz, and Wiedmeyer's going to take it 34 yards to the house. Schwartz to Wiedmeyer, 34 yards and another Viking touchdown. And it is 27-0 on the Quest Interior scoreboard, but just hang on one moment. A flag thrown near the end of that play, and I think it might have been a holdout on the near side that helped spring Frankie Wiedmeyer loose. Yeah, it was. So it was in the secondary. I want to say it was Nolan Dragolovich over here was the near side receiver. It looked like it was in his direction that the flag was thrown. So a 10-yard penalty from there, replay the down. So it'll still be first down for the Vikings, first down and 3. Make it 4, so still a 6-yard pickup for WLA on the swing pass out here on the near side to Frankie Wiedmeyer from Gannon Schwartz. First down and 4. There is 2 minutes and 1 second left in this first quarter. And WLA threatening to go up 4 scores here in the first. Here is a nice give to Adrian Brenner on the misdirection. Adrian Brenner near side. He's at the pylon, out at the 1. No, they're going to say he got across the goal line, and there is touchdown number 4 of the day for the Vikings. 28 yards on the scamper for Adrian Brenner. So 3 rushing touchdowns for Schwartz thus far, and now 1 for Adrian Brenner. And just like that, it is 28-0. Homecoming going well for the Vikings so far today. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 5 area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones making sense of investing. Gannon Schwartz perfect once again on the PAT. It is 28-0 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Timeout. Back after this.
Cleaning your gutters is a pain, but ignoring them could ruin the value of your home. Gutter Helmet is the solution. Choose the perfect color to blend with your home, and our certified technicians will install Gutter Helmet in less than a day. Call Gutter Helmet today to never clean your gutters again.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner, Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
Back here at Viking Field, another opportunity here for the Spartans. Starbird takes this one on the kickoff return out past the 30 towards the 35, breaks another couple of tackles. And they're going to spot him at the 34, so this will be the fifth possession of the first quarter for Laconia. 28-0. WLA leads the Spartans here on this Saturday morning kick. And obviously, that creates some of the – it's just a weird day, obviously. It's an interesting setup with the Saturday game to begin with, and then you got to try to get your team ready to play and going in the morning. And obviously, so far so good for the Vikings, not so much for the Spartans. Man goes in motion for Laconia. The give is to Jack Renz. Renz tries the left side, cuts up. Nice run for Jack Renz. Best run of the day for Renz. He picks up 7, second down and 3 upcoming. Other than the pass to Graham Lemonez, which on that first possession was a 3rd down and 7 or so, and Lemonez picked up about 12 yards on the completion, the only first down of the day for Laconia. But at the end of the play, he was stripped, and WLA found the ball at the bottom of the pile, and it has been all Vikings since that point in time. Laconia has not had a first down since. Drake Nitz under center for the Spartans, and the give once again is to Renz. Renz going to cut back to the right this time, and he's cut down right at the sticks. We'll see if they give him the first down. The near side official has him marked for a first down. Far side is going to move forward as well. First down for the Spartans. For every first down in football, there's a first move in real estate. Your first move is to call Addison Jones. We'll try to tell you about some of our pregame sponsors, as obviously our pregame show was non-existent today, dealing with the technical difficulties. So we'll give a couple of shout-outs to them here in the next couple of minutes. Here is Drake Nitz looking to the far side, pass there, and a couple of Spartans knocked it away from each other. Graham and Cash Lemonez were both open, and they collided midair. Not sure who that was necessarily intended for. Two receivers in the same area there, as we're 4.7 seconds away from the second quarter. The first quarter this afternoon, or this morning, I should say, presented by Wisconsin Lighting Lab, Will Brands. And appreciate their coverage of their sponsorship here of our coverage of high school sports. Talking to both of these coaches beforehand on the Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. Fondy Family Dental, Dr. Chad and the team will make you smile before, after, and yes, even during your appointment. And talking to, Coach Kevin Lair, he wanted a quick start. Here is Drake Nitz around this near side. This is going to close out the first quarter, and we'll continue that thought about what Coach Kevin Lair said before this one in the second quarter. As we take a break here between the first and second quarters, we will see our Lens Truck Center Student Athlete of the Week. That's brought to you by Lens Truck.
Congratulations to our latest Student Athlete of the Week from Lens Truck Center of Fond du Lac and Radio Plus Video Sports.
So 3rd down and 10, ball at the 15-yard line of Waupun. Back in the shotgun now is Anderson. Going back to pass, looks up the field, and that one's intercepted. Waupun comes up with it in the hands now 32. Wesley Kuntz on his feet, crosses the 50. Got one blocker with Klusterboer right in front of him, and all the way and taking it to the house is Wesley Kuntz.
Again, congratulations, Wesley Kuntz, our latest Student Athlete of the Week from Len's Truck Center and Radio Plus Video Sports.
If you want a truck or an SUV, go to Lynn till you like what you see. Hundreds of trucks all on one lot. If you want a truck, it's what we've got. Lynn's Truck, Lynn's Truck. We got the trucks at Lynn's Truck.
Back here for the second quarter on Radio Plus Video Sports. Jordan King with you. 28-0 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Finishing up that thought from Coach Kevin Lair on the Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview pregame. You know, he just wanted a quick start from his guys. And homecoming is one of those tricky weeks where it's a ton of fun. You got to let the kids enjoy their high school experience. But his message to the team was, let's make the football thing the main thing. Let's keep football first. Enjoy all that other stuff all week. Enjoy getting to play some volleyball and skit night last night, the pep rally, all that good stuff. This is incomplete. Drake Nitz got hammered that time on the pass rush by Cooper Schwalbe, and his pass towards Graham Lemonis, Cash Lemonis, was a little bit short, and it's going to be 4th down and 5. And I would say Coach Lair got his wish. His team looks exceptionally sharp here early on in this ball game. And obviously on the other side, Coach Joe Ledley was wanting the similar thing for his team. They had breakfast catered in this morning and trying to get the guys moving around, get mentally engaged for a quick start, and it's been anything but that. You got to give WLA obviously a lot of credit. Here's a blocked punt. Van Beek has his punt blocked, and it was Orville Bloom, I believe. No, check that. Number 73. I thought it was big 79, Orville Bloom. It's Josh Eckert coming through, and Eckert able to block the punt. The Vikings are going to have excellent field position once again, so despite picking up a couple of first downs that time for Laconia, WLA gets the ball at the plus 32 for their next drive, trying to put this thing into running clock territory. Every time we talk about the Vikings, we mention the Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report. Got pain, see Shane, Dr. Shane Bauer. The Vikings without a couple of their top 2 running back options coming into this season. Here is a give this time to Parker Mullenbach, and Mullenbach's able to pick up a couple on the ground. But coming into the season, the Vikings want, in an ideal perfect world, it would be Cole Keifenheim and Eli Mookie, the 1-2 punch for the Vikings in the backfield. They don't have either of them. Earlier this season, they were also missing Adrian Brenner and Caleb Wild. That's 4 really good offensive options. We've already seen Brenner score today. Wild's got a couple of catches for north of 25 yards as well. So we always talk about that with the Vikings. They're starting to get healthier, though. Will not have Mookie or Keifenheim in all likelihood for the rest of the season. But this is a team that's kind of rounding into form here at the right time. You look at some of the different metrics, obviously the playoff matrix that exists now in the state of Wisconsin in terms of the playoff picture. Depending on where you look, there is a website out there that you can find. It's linked on boundwisconsin.com that has Winnebago Lutheran as a 3 seed in the postseason in Division 5, despite the fact that they started their season 0-3. 3 ranked losses to Racine St. Cat's, Amherst, and obviously to the Mayville Cardinals that look just about unbeatable atop the Flyway Conference. They got a 42-0 win yesterday against Omro. So WLA, look, this is a team that, according to the metrics, to remove opinion or the eye test or anything else, just according to the metrics, that looks like they're going to be a top 3 or 4 seed come playoff time. Here goes Gannon Schwartz on 4th down and 2, and Schwartz picks up the first down. Brought to you by Addison Jones. First downs win games, first moves win homes. Addison Jones can help with both. Full slate last night from Flyway action. You had that 42-0 win for Mayville against Omro. Lamira knocked off North Fond du Lac 49-6. And big win for Springs to get back on the winning track. They beat Campbellsport 23-6. And snapped a 2-game skid with that win, did the Ledgers. Motion for the Vikings. It's Sam Polish in the backfield. He's going to get the call right up the middle. Just follow Orville Bloom. That's not a bad idea, as Bloom just road graded a couple of Spartans down towards the goal line. Polish going to be close to a first down. We'll see on the spot where they put the football down if this is going to be a first down. It will. First down. Well, thank you. Our white hat said first down. The far side official said second. They're going to go with the first down. So first down and goal from the 2-yard line. And Schwartz going to go straight up the middle. Is he in for his 4th touchdown? Oh, excuse me. It was given to Polish. I thought Schwartz kept it. That was a good fake by Schwartz. And Polish in for a 2-yard touchdown run, and it is 34-0. Polish gets in on the action. All 5 touchdowns here in the first half for the Vikings, as it's 8:48 to go till halftime. All 5 coming on the ground. 3 from Gannon Schwartz, 1 from Adrian Brenner, and 1 from Sam Polish. Schwartz on for the extra point to make it 35. Kick is up, looks good. You bet. Gannon Schwartz stays perfect on the day. 35-0 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Let's take a timeout. We're back after this on RP Sports.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as 1 week, quickly turning your vision into reality. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, 0 tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
We're back here at Viking Field. We didn't have our Right Way home improvement opening kickoff, so we'll call it right now here as we're kicking off running clock, I guess. From doors and gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Kick off your home project today and contact Right Way for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999. That's 920-929-8999. Or visit rightwaybuilt.com. This kick is going to sail out of bounds on the far side, way out of bounds from Evan Cole. And that'll give decent field position to the Spartans, although field position hasn't necessarily been a problem. They've had drives that have started at just about midfield and the 35-yard line. This one's going to start at the 35 as well. And no dice for this Spartan offense as the ball was never touched, so the clock never started. So once it does start, it won't stop until halftime, unless, of course, Laconia scores. In the first half, running clock can be shut back off. Once you get to the second half, that's not the case. But if Laconia scores here in the first half, that would end running clock. Here is Jack Rentz. He's swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. First man there looked to be Leighton O'Brien. Coming busting through for the Vikings and making the tackle. O'Brien off that defensive line for the Vikes. Tonight's second quarter, or this afternoon's second quarter, sponsored by Michaels Corporation. And it'll be second down and about 13 for the Spartans with Drake Nitz in the shotgun alongside Jack Renz. Here is an option pitch. Oh, that was a beautiful rainbow pitch from Drake Nitz. And here goes Jack Renz, a tough runner on the far side, picks up about 5. That was an option pitch that had to clear about, I think, 2 different Vikings on that far side. And Drake Nitz did a beautiful job to get creative with that flip over a couple of different Vikings. And it's third down and 8 for the Spartans. It is a hot one out there. We've seen a couple of different players ask for some breaks on both sides of it. 7.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Not often you get 80s in October. Last night felt like football weather, but not so much today. Here is Drake Nitz. Nitz looks to the near side. Rainbow pass near side. Oh, it's caught by Graham Lemonez. Gannon Schwartz had to just go over the outstretched tip of his hands, and that was a gorgeous ball from Drake Nitz to the 40-yard line for Graham Lemonez. What a catch by the senior wideout for the Spartans. Went up climbed the ladder, and he got it. Excellent play by the Spartans, a pickup of 21 yards. Both Graham and Cash Lemonez have had some great receiving games. Obviously, Laconia would love it that if they could just pound the rock with Jack Renz and Flynn O'Lear and the rest of the guys that carry the football for them. Here's the pass out to Cash Lemonez this time. He's the junior. And, a sophomore is Cash, and Cash goes for about 7, make it 8 yards. It's going to be second down and 2. So, obviously Laconia would love to, this was another thing I talked with Coach Ledley about in the Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview that won't see the light of day this time around. But, obviously they don't want to wing it around 40 times a game or 30 times a game like they have had to in especially last week in the 35-0 loss against Lemira. Here goes Nitz, slides down for a first down. Nice carry by Drake Nitz. Pickup of about 5 or 6 yards. We'll give him 5 on the carry, and another first down brought to you by Addison Jones. When it's about moving the chains or moving into a new place, Addison Jones is the call. But you have to like what you've seen from a Laconia standpoint when they do go to the air. Lemonez and Lemonez, both excellent targets. Renz is a nice target out of the backfield as well. All sorts of guys they can go to. And WLA is going to take a timeout here with 5:15 to go in the second quarter. Let's take the timeout with them. We're back after this on Radio Plus.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal. And unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
Back here at Viking Field. Coming out of the timeout taken by Winnebago Lutheran, it'll be first down and 10 for the Spartans at the WLA 26-yard line. And an opportunity, as I mentioned, to knock that running clock off and get a touchdown here, put some points on the board. And if not, watching Ethan Van Beek warm up in the pregame, he was hitting, when he first got out here, he was hitting from 52. And no, I did not misspeak. He was hitting from 52, and a couple of them were good would have been good from about 58, 59 yards. So I'm not saying they're going to try that, but that's where he was attempting field goals from. Let me just say that. So there's a nice run from Jack Renz. That one picks up another 9 for the Spartans as they start to move the football. Second down and 1. 4:45 to go in this first half. Sargento Cheese would have brought our starting lineups to you. Come to Sargento St. Cloud on Highway G, or go to careers.sargento.com for more info. Sargento, your passion, our culture. Another run here for the Spartans, right up the middle, flag down on the field. It's going to be a first down for the time being, down inside the 15 to the 14. We'll check the call. That came from the umpire right behind the linebackers, and it's a hold on Laconia. That was a quick one that the referees spotted, but tell you what, WLA has gotten some very quick penetration. And I mean, that's been a big part of why, obviously, Laconia has struggled. WLA and the interior of that line has just dominated. So 2nd down and 12 after the 10-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage. Drake Nitz alongside Flynn O'Leary in the backfield. Nitz has that one on the ground, picks it up, looking to the near side. Rainbows one to the end zone. He's got Cash Lemonez, and it's through his hands. Beautiful ball from Drake Nitz. Lemonez had to lay out for it and just went through the arms at the end. It looked like Lemonez had a step there on Nolan Dragolovich. And my goodness, Drake Nitz, that deep ball is something pretty to watch when he unloads that thing. It has been on the money all afternoon long. Or I keep saying afternoon, it's still the morning. But I'll tell you what, he has looked very, very good. Last week, Tillman Madigan got some snaps at quarterback as well for the Spartans, and he had about a 50% completion percentage, threw for north of 100 yards as well. So he's just a sophomore. Here comes Spencer Lair busting through. Nice job by Nitz to break the pocket, but to usher him out on the far side, there is Frankie Wiedmeyer, and another loss for the Spartans. And we're going to see if they're going to attempt something crazy here with Ethan Van Beek, because they just lost about 3 yards there. The ball sits at the 33, so this would be a 50-yarder or so should they decide to send out Ethan Van Beek. But no, it looks like Coach Joe Ledley is going to call a play in here on 4th down and call it 17 yards to go. And I think they're going to take a timeout. Yeah, timeout taken here from Laconia. Let's take it with them. We're back after this on RP Sports.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
We return here on Radio Plus, and we are going to have an attempt here from Ethan Van Beek. We'll see where he puts the block down. He's going back to the 52-yard line, or excuse me, the 42-yard line. So it's going to be a 52-yard attempt here from Ethan Van Beek with 2 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the second quarter. And not many high school field goal kickers you can even attempt this with any type of confidence, but Van Beek is one of them. This one sails through the air, looks good. It is good from Ethan Van Beek from 52. And that one cleared halfway up the uprights from the senior kicker. So the Spartans on the board, knocks off that running clock as well. 52 yards, a bomb from Ethan Van Beek. Let's take a timeout. We're back with this after this on Radio Plus.
Camera Casino, do you copy?
Yep, loud and clear.
I'm reporting reporting a successful mission from our new location. This new technology is out of this world. Canon, Nikon, Sony, the best images yet. Look at all these new tripods and bags. The best selection south of the sun.
Great. When can we expect the shipment?
In about a week, as long as I don't get stranded.
For stellar products and service, visit Camera Casino at our downtown Oshkosh location.
At Burke, our mission is simple. We want to bring play that moves you to communities around the world. Our skilled team, from welders and CNC operators to illustrators and 3D designers, work together to create places where kids can explore, play, and dream. Want to be a part of something special? Visit burkecareers.com and apply today.
So no opportunity, as you would expect, after after the 52-yard field goal from Ethan Van Beek. And look, I'm not going to pretend like that patches all the wounds for Laconia, but that was something else from the senior kicker. I mean, there is maybe, there's a breeze. I'm not going to call it windy out there today. There's a breeze, and it's slightly across. And it is at his back in that regard there, so that certainly helps. But Van Beek got all of that one. So 35-3 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard, and the Vikings will start their sixth possession. They are 5 for 5 scoring touchdowns. This one starts at their own 20-yard line. Here is Frankie Wiedmeyer. He's got a seam on the far side. Good tackle made that time by Nick Starbird, the defensive back. A pickup of 5 for Wiedmeyer. We'll see how quick the Vikings want to go with a $1:40 left in this first half. Second down and 5 upcoming. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Wiedmeyer goes in motion. He's going to get the toss from Schwartz. There goes Frankie Wiedmeyer on the far side. He darts forward. First down for the Vikings, a pickup of 11. For every first down in football, there's a first move in real estate. Your first move is to call Addison Jones. They're going to pull it back to the 35. And so just a 10-yard pickup, and Frankie Wiedmeyer's going to have to come off the field for an equipment malfunction, get his helmet looked at, and the Vikings will have a first down with just under a minute now here in this first half. The Vikes have 2 timeouts that remain. Now ticking under 50 seconds. Receiver to either side. Schwartz in the backfield sends Parker Mullenbach in motion. The read option, they're going to go straight up the middle with Schwartz on the QB dive, and he picks up about a yard. Second down and 9. See how aggressive Coach Lair wants to get here with the clock ticking under 30 seconds now. Not a ton of urgency here from Coach Lair. And this time Gannon Schwartz has his helmet pop off, so Evan Cole's going to have to go into the game as well. 13 seconds left in the half. They don't need to snap it if they don't want to. And I would think here, for WLA's sake, you're just going to huddle up and take this thing to halftime. And that's what they're going to do. So 35-3, the halftime score on the Quest Interiors scoreboard here from Viking Field. 5 rushing touchdowns for the Vikings and a 52-yard Ethan Van Beek field goal. That the scoring in the first half. Coming up next, we have our Holiday Automotive halftime show. Stick around for that. Halftime, the Vikings all over the Spartans here on Radio Plus. Stay with us.
Upgrade now and get more Buick for your buck at Holiday. Score deep model year-end savings on remaining 2025 models, or lock in rates as low as 0.9% or other great offers on Buick favorites while you enjoy our genuine guest care.
It's impressive how easy car buying can be with Team Holiday on your side. I'm New York running back Braylon Allen, and I drive Holiday.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Mars Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, zero tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
Anders Auto Parts, your locally owned bumper-to-bumper auto parts store serving the Fond du Lac area since 1956. Experienced and knowledgeable staff ready to serve you. Anders Auto Parts features PPG and Shopline auto paint along with PPG Versalon commercial paint. Quality name brand auto parts. Anders Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto parts store at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street, behind American Family Insurance.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life. Because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry, our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefit and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
Got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer at Bauer Chiropractic. Dr. Bauer can help relieve pain in arthritic knees, reduce and relieve pain from degenerative and herniated lumbar discs in your back. Dr. Bauer's laser treatment relieves pain and inflammation. Works like cortisone without the side effects. Dr. Bauer also offers custom orthotics for proper back posture. Since 1998, this area has trusted the team at Bauer Chiropractic. So if you've got pain, see Shane at Bauer Chiropractic. When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry, our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac, making your move and storage of goods simple.
A life in motion is a life well lived. At every age and every stage, we help you do more of the things you love. To keep you moving, to keep you achieving, to keep you striving. At Aurora Healthcare, we make care easier and more accessible than ever.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go, delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory in Fond du Lac, a proud sponsor of local high school sports. Don and the team at Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory invite you to discover who has made Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the community. To find out more about Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematories, visit kirkyfuneralchapel.com.
Don Kirky and staff, Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Good luck to all area athletes from the entire staff at Kirky Funeral Chapel.
If you're considering building a home, it's important to sit down and have a conversation with your realtor, your financial advisor, or your builder. Signature Homes has client appointments throughout the course of the week that specifically just discuss, is it right for you? Does it make sense? Is this the right timing? Can we be the right builder? Can we provide the right product? We really don't have a limitation to what we build or who we build for. It really comes down to what you need and if we're a fit. And we're certainly going to do everything we can to bring your signature home to life.
Back here at Viking Field, they got the 60th reunion for the class of 1965 down there. The first ever homecoming queen and this year's homecoming queen for the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. So that's good stuff down there on the field. And it was good out on the field for the Vikings there in that first half. They had 6 possessions. Now, one of them was with about a minute and 50 seconds there, and they just kind of sat on the ball to close out the first half as they'll get the ball to start the second half. But the other 5 possessions, they scored on all 5 of them. A 2-yard Schwartz touchdown run capped off a 38-yard drive. A 1-yard Schwartz touchdown run capped off a 9-yard drive. Schwartz had a 31-yard rushing touchdown that capped off a 65-yard drive. Adrian Brenner had a 28-yard touchdown run that capped off a 68-yard touchdown drive. And then a 2-yard plunge from Sam Polish that capped off a 32-yard touchdown drive. For Laconia, they had fumbles on their first 2 possessions, then went 3 and out. Had another punt and then a 52-yard kick from Ethan Van Beek to close out the first half for the Spartans. That's the scoring for you here at halftime. This halftime brought to you by Holiday Automotive. Holiday, it's worth the trip, and they bring all of our highlights to you. And I'll tell you what, the highlights have been fast and furious and plentiful for the Vikings. They have dominated on the ground. They've thrown a couple of passes as well. Schwartz has done a nice job running this offense as he usually does. and for Laconia trying to find some semblance of an offense. I will say on those last two possessions, they were able to move the football. Both of them started at their own 35-yard line. Both of them ended in WLA territory. Now, the second last possession, they did end up having to punt. It got blocked back into their own territory. But that, they started to move the ball. They had 4 total first downs on the last two possessions after going 4 straight possessions without a first down. And so there was some glimmer of hope there from a Laconia standpoint in terms of moving the football, and a lot of it came on the arm of Drake Nitz, finding Cash Lemonis, Graham Lemonis, and then that loosens some things up for the running attack with Jack Renz. So that's got to be probably, I would think, what's going on in terms of a conversation for Coach Ledley down in that visiting locker room, trying to make sure they can find a way to get some momentum here in the second half. As for WLA, couldn't have been much better for them there in that first half. All right, let's take another timeout. When we come back, we'll have our second half of action. 35-3 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. We're back after this on RP Video Sports.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. Their design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, and unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
Cleaning your gutters is a pain, but ignoring them could ruin the value of your home. Gutter Helmet is the solution. Choose the perfect color to blend with your home, and our certified technicians will install Gutter Helmet in less than a day. Call Gutter Helmet today to never clean your gutters again.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondy Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at fondyfamilydental.com.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff. Blessed be the president of Marian University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marian University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marian University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres!
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life, because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Hey, Devontae.
Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Oh, there it is.
Cheaters don't get chicken.
Huh?
Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
Okay, let's start with some clouds. Some mountains over there. And finally, a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagle Petra today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
It's the dawn of a new day for Dr. Kathy Doyle Kelly and Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry.
I'm Dr. Dylan Fogel, and I'm now the new owner of Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry. I'm truly honored to carry forward the tradition of personalized care you've come to know and trust. You'll still see Dr. Kathy and all the familiar faces who make this office feel like home. At Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry, we promise to do everything we can to keep you smiling before, after, and even during your appointment.
Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry will be changing its name to Fogel Family Dentistry in 2026. Find Dr. Dylan Fogel on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
At Silica, we've built a reputation for selling the best appliances and servicing everything we sell. Standing by our customers is what makes us grow, and with 3 locations, our service area covers a huge part of the state. That's why when you see our thousands of online reviews, these are the words you most commonly see. Great service after the sale. That keeps us moving ahead for over 100 years. You won't get that with the big box stores. See for yourself why your neighbors say it's Silica for your home.
Upgrade now and get more vehicle for your buck during the truck season sale at Holiday. Score deep model year-end savings on remaining 2025s or lock in rates from 0.9% plus cash incentives on 2026 GMC Sierra while you enjoy our genuine guest care.
It's impressive how easy car buying can be with Team Holiday on your side. I'm New York running back Braylon Allen, and I drive Holiday.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer at Bauer Chiropractic. Dr. Bauer can help relieve pain in arthritic knees, reduce and relieve pain from degenerative and herniated lumbar discs in your back. Dr. Bauer's laser treatment relieves pain and inflammation. Works like cortisone without the side effects. Dr. Bauer also offers custom orthotics for proper back posture. Since 1998, this area has trusted the team at Bauer Chiropractic. So if you've got pain, see Shane at Bauer Chiropractic.
FES Bank is here to help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank, banking made personal.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac, making your move and storage of goods simple.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. Their design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Back here at Viking Field, second half of action coming up here. Our third quarter this afternoon, sponsored by Aurora Healthcare. Who do you trust with your family's health? For aches and pains, physicals, and sports injuries, Fond du Lac families choose Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Marshall Rutherford, a family medicine specialist. Dr. Rutherford is your go-to for keeping your family healthy. Learn more at aurora.org/doctors. 35-3 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Jordan King with you here in the Radio Plus broadcast booth at Viking Field. And we're ready to roll here for the second half. It'll be Laconia kicking it back off to the Vikings. In the first half, WLA went 5 for 6 on scoring drives, and that, as I mentioned during the Holiday Automotive halftime show, that one scoring drive, the one drive that they did not score on, was with about a minute and 50 seconds left, and they just sat on the ball. So there you go. It was pretty dominant there in the first half, as it has been the last couple of weeks. This Vikings team has really rounded a corner. I mean, 3-3 on the season. You know, look, anyone that was really paying attention, you knew that 0-3 was a little bit deceiving. Okay, a lot bit deceiving for WLA to start off this season. Racine St. Cat's a defending state champion. You had Amherst. Amherst is a quality program year in and year out, and they were currently ranked second in Division 5. And then Mayville, who's ranked fourth in Division 5. Here's Gannon Schwartz from his own 3-yard line, and he's got a seam on the near side. Can he hit the hole? Nice job to clog that up there by the Spartans. And the play made by Graham Lemonez at the 30-yard line, which is where WLA will start its first possession of the second half. So since then for WLA, I mean, the Vikings, Coach Kevin Lair, he's got to love what he's seen these last couple of weeks. You have the win against Campbell Sport, pretty dominating fashion there. Then obviously what happened in the comeback against St. Mary's Springs. And a week ago, took care of Amro 31-0 as well. So 3-3, look like they're on their way to 4-3 perhaps here today on homecoming. Frankie Wiedmeyer goes in motion, the give right up the middle to Sam Polish. Polish breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. He's got some space into the secondary and into Laconia territory at the 45-yard line for Sam Polish. Pickup for Polish of 25 yards. And he got slung down hard on the ground. He's going to come off the field here, but a good first carry to start the drive for Sam Polish and the Vikings. And a nice tackle made in the secondary by, I believe that was Starbird out of his safety position. The last line of defense back there to make the play, and he did. Schwartz, similar looking play. This time it's going to be Frankie Wiedmeyer on the pitch on the left side. Wiedmeyer falls forward, pickup of 8, second down and 2. Upcoming for the Vikings. Last night, if you're just joining us, all 3 games on the Radio Plus and Jeff's live stream family of networks in the flyway. Mayville took care of Amro 42-0. Lomira beat North Fond du Lac 49-8 in the 23-6 win for St. Mary's Springs on the road at Campbell Sports. So keeps Mayville alone atop the conference at 5-0. Lemira is 4-1. WLA trying to join them at 4-1. Springs is 3-2. Amro 2-3. And then Campbell Sport and potentially Laconia at 1-4. North Fondy still looking for their first win of the season. Schwartz no pickup on the play. Third down and a long 1 or 2 upcoming for the Vikings. Ball currently sits at the 37-yard line for WLA. Gorgeous day out here. It doesn't feel like fall. If you're looking for the traditional, stereotypical football weather, you've not gotten it today. 3 lead blockers instead. No, it's going to be Adrian Brenner on the counter play for the Vikings. Instead of Schwartz going to the right, it was Brenner to the left, and a pickup of 4 yards and a first down for the Vikings. For every first down in football, there's a first move in real estate. Yours is to call Addison Jones. First down for the Vikings down at the 32-yard line with 9:50 to go in this third quarter. They lead at 35-3 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. And a little confusion here on the Vikings side of things, trying to get things set up on this first down play call with Parker Mullenbach flanking Gannon Schwartz to the right. Schwartz takes the shotgun snap, going to come this near side with Dragolovich, and that was snuffed out well by Flynn O'Lear, who leads the Flyway Conference in tackles by a large margin. And Dragolovich is going to limp off this near side and be replaced by Owen Elke, who had the game-winning 2-point conversion reception against St. Mary's Springs. Jack Renz was in on that tackle as well for Laconia. But, yeah, it is something else for Flynn O'Lear. Let me get my statistics correct here for Flynn O'Lear and the Laconia Spartans. We'll get those in just a moment for you, but something like 70 tackles to this point in the season. Here goes Frankie Wiedmeyer on the far side carry. And Wiedmeyer able to pick up about 5. It's going to be third down and short. They'll call it third down and 2 upcoming for the Vikings. Tillman Madigan on the stop for Laconia. 73.5 tackles, 50 solo, 6 tackles for loss for Flynn O'Lear this season. And plays that middle linebacker spot, and obviously in a running conference, you got to have a good one, and Flynn O'Lear's been that for the Spartans. Here's a pop pass over the top of the defensive line down to Adrian Brenner. A nice touch pass from Gannon Schwartz to Brenner, and that goes from the 24-yard line down inside the 5. Or we'll see if they're going to mark it just outside the 5 at the 6. So a pickup of 18 yards on the pass from Schwartz to Brenner, and it's a first down for the Vikings. Moving the chains, or moving into your dream home. Addison Jones is the call. So Elke to the top, Wiedmeyer to the bottom of the screen. Tight end is Caleb Wild for Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz takes the snap, and the give is to Polish. Sam Polish on the near side to the goal line. Touchdown, Vikings. Sam Polish with his second touchdown of the game. 6 yards out, and that caps off another 65-yard scoring drive. The Vikings have had 3 different scoring drives that have gone for at least 65 yards today. And it is 41-3, so that'll get the running clock back moving on the next possession for Laconia. And now into the third. That should keep it running for the rest of the contest. Schwartz back on to see if he can make it 6 for 6 on extra points. Schwartz up. Schwartz is perfect. 42-3 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Let's take a timeout. We're back after this on Radio Plus.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Keller, building trust since 1960.
We return to Viking Field here, 42-3. And the kickoff from Evan Cole is angling towards that far sideline again. It's taken in and out of bounds off the hands of Jack Renz inside the 20-yard line at about the 16. So skips off his hands and out of bounds. So no, the kick did not go directly out of bounds, so no penalty. And that's where Laconia's next drive will start at, they're going to spot it at the 15 of Laconia. Their first drive of the second half upcoming for you here on Radio Plus. And it'll be Drake Nitz under center along with Jack Renz in the backfield. Renz gets the nod, and he sprints up the field for a pickup of 6. Behind Cody Starbird, the freshman linebacker that also plays some fullback. Third quarter is sponsored by Aurora Healthcare. Is shoulder pain keeping you up at night? For pain relief, Fond du Lac families trust Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Lauren Potter. There are many causes of shoulder pain. As a shoulder specialist, Dr. Potter has the advanced training to take better care of your injury. Learn more at aurora.org/ortho. Second down and 5 upcoming here for Laconia. Trailing by 39 points here in this afternoon's ball game, and stacked up in the backfield is Jack Renz. He's going to lose a pair. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 upcoming for the Spartans, and doesn't get much easier for Laconia coming up next week either. So they have Mayville come to town, and as I mentioned, the Cards are looking they're looking pretty salty this season. They just look like they continue to get better week in week. And tell you what, that was a dominating performance. I was there last night. And took them 6 plays offensively to build a 21-0 lead against Omro last night. Scoring drives of 3, 2, and 1 play scoring drives for the Cardinals. Here's 3rd down and 7. Drake Nitz under immediate pressure. Look out. That's inside the 5 as Frankie Wiedmeyer came tearing off the edge and slung down Drake Nitz inside the 5-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. It looks like they're spotted right at the 5-yard line, so it's going to be 4th down and 20. Goodness me, Frankie Wiedmeyer came busting off the edge. And Ethan Van Beek. Ethan Van Beek on for the punt for Laconia. Good snap. Van Beek catches and gets this one away. He did have one blocked earlier. This is a beauty. All the way to the other 45-yard line. That was something like a 65-yard punt, but here goes Gannon Schwartz, and Schwartz hit on this near side by Flynn O'Lair, driven out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. A nice block there by Spencer Lair to spring Schwartz for a pickup of about call it about 20 yards on the return for Gannon Schwartz. And he's going to leave the field as we see Evan Cole take over at quarterback for the Vikings. Here with 3:40 to go in the third quarter and a 39-point lead on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. That was gorgeous from Ethan Van Beek. He hit that one sweetly. And again, the wind has picked up over the course of the day. It helped him out maybe a touch more than it did on the field goal in that instance, but just belted that one. Because he had his heels on the goal, on the end line, excuse me. Low snap, and that one is fumbled on the exchange, and it's going to go over to Laconia. It was a low snap. Cole picked it up, tried to shovel it up ahead to Parker Mullenbach, and it fell on the ground, and there's a turnover back over to the Spartans with some better field position. It's going to be their ball at the 31-yard line. Whether you're playing in a rec league or in the majors, sitting out due to injury is no fun. If pain has moved you to the sideline, Aurora Sports Health can help you get back in the lineup. Start with a free injury evaluation from Aurora Sports Health. Request one at aurora.org/sports. 2:30 and counting here in this third quarter. Drake Nitz with the toss to Jack Renz, far side. Spencer Lair, once again, TFL for Spencer Lair. For the Vikings, drives Renz down. He's going to lose, about 4 or 5 yards on the pitch play that went absolutely nowhere. It's worse than that. It's a loss of 6. Second down and 16. And Spencer Lair, one of the best players in the Flyway Conference in terms of tackles for loss. He had 7 coming into this afternoon and make it number 8. And I'll tell you what, he may have one more today as well. So he's nearing double-digit TFLs this season. And the Vikings going to bring pressure again. Drake Nitz able to escape to the far side. Nitz rolls around the right side and able to pick up about a yard on the scramble. It's going to be third down and 15 upcoming here for the Spartans as we tick closer and closer to the end of this third quarter with the running clock. This is how you want homecoming to go. You know, they had 4 different classes have their reunion today, 2000, 1965, 1970, and 1975, all here today for Winnebago Lutheran. And they were talking about homecoming results, and in 2000 they lost to Racine Lutheran that was 1975. Here's a deep pass down the near side, adjusting Cash Lemonis. That time Drake Nitz was off his back heels again, and it came up short looking for Cash Lemonis. They lost to Oakfield back in 1965. There were a lot of losses, that's my point. I can't remember all of the opponents, but a lot of those homecoming results were losses, and obviously it's always a more celebratory mood on homecoming if you can find a way to get the win, and the Vikings have come out here against Laconia and really imposed their will this afternoon. Ethan Van Beek. On to punt yet again. Good snap. Van Beek catches and launches another dandy into the sky. This caught at the 26-yard line by Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz breaks a tackle straight up the middle, and he's brought down by Graham Lemonis and Flynn O'Lair at the 46-yard line. And that's going to close out this third quarter. Let's take a timeout. We're back after this for the fourth quarter on Radio Plus.
What's rewarding to me about my job is being able to see apparel that I've printed out in public. That's what makes me feel proud.
I never really look at everybody as just a customer. They're more of a friend. When they come in, my purpose is to make everybody look good and feel comfortable in what they're wearing. It's important for us to build and just have that relationship. You're not just a number. We want to know you, we want to get to know you, we want to work with you. That's one of our main focuses and goals at Hoppers.
Play is everything. It's development, expression, fun, socialization, community, inclusion, connection, adventure, and discovery. We need play at all ages and stages of life to keep us and our communities healthy and happy and full of energy and excitement. Join our movement. Bring intergenerational, inclusive, and developmentally rich play to your community today. Visit bciburke.com and see how play can move you.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Radio Plus Video Sports. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by these five Fond du Lac area, Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Let's see if this drive goes a little bit better for the Vikings. They turned it over on the first play of the previous drive on an Evan Cole fumble. Here goes Parker Mullenbach, and that's a good start to the drive for the Vikings, straight into Spartan territory. And I'll tell you what, the umpire got clobbered there. It was, I think it was Winston Everson who turned around and did not see the umpire there. And good sense of humor there from the official. He got right back up, chuckled, gave the thumbs up, and he's ready to roll. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line, so a pickup of about 13 that time for Parker Mullenbach. Make it 14 on the pickup. And a first down presented by Addison Jones. When it's about moving the chains or moving into your new place, the first call is Addison Jones. Evan Cole, that's going to be for a loss, about half-yard loss for Evan Cole here in the fourth quarter. It's going to be second down and 11. This part of the game is presented by Fogel Family Dentistry. Dr. Dylan Fogel, the new owner of Doyle Kelly Dental on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac. 42-3 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Here goes Parker Mullenbach straight up the middle, and he got that half-yard back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 10 upcoming for the Vikings. Again, if you're just joining us, 6 rushing touchdowns so far for the Vikings, 3 for Gannon Schwartz, 2 for Sam Polish, 1 for Adrian Brenner, and a 52-yard field goal that would have been good from about 58 would be my estimation from Ethan Van Beek in that first half. Shotgun snap to Evan Cole, and to give that time the first action that we have seen for Everett Scare, a freshman for the Vikings getting some varsity action. To my knowledge, his first varsity snap of the season for Everett Scare. Fourth down and 9. It was a pickup of about a yard there for WLA. 9.5 minutes left to go in this one on homecoming at Viking Field. Evan Cole, shotgun snap, the fake. He's going to go over the middle, and Cooper Schwalbe laid out, tried to bring it in. A little bit loose on the pass that time from Evan Cole, and the Vikes are going to turn it over at the 39-yard line to Laconia. See if the Spartans can get anything going here. Drake Nitz and company. Cash Lemonis, Graham Lemonis. Seen a couple of dandy deep balls thrown from Drake Nitz, particularly going the other way. And as I mentioned, the breeze is starting to pick up here over the last probably half hour or so. Here goes Nitz on the option. Now going to cut it back to the left and picks up 4. Second down and 6. Nice carry from Drake Nitz, and the Vikings had it snuffed out. You know, talking to Coach Lair earlier this week, he said, look, we know that they've thrown the football more recently, but, you know, operative 1A when you're playing against Laconia is take care of Jack Renz. And he rushed for over 1,000 yards a season ago. He was a first-team all-conference unanimous selection was Jack Renz, and he's found it tough, an inexperienced offensive line that he's running behind, and every team's going to key on Jack Renz, and he knew that coming into the season. Here's the pitch to Renz on the left side, and he breaks through a tackle. Nice job to step out of the arm tackle on the far side by Owen Elke, and Renz able to pick up about 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Well, actually only a pickup of 1 after The spot not quite as good as I thought he had achieved on that far side. So just a pickup of 1 for Jack Renz, but as we've mentioned all night, it's just running room has been tough to come by for the senior Jack Renz. 7 minutes to go in this ball game. 42-3. Out route here from Cash Lemonis, catches it and makes a man miss up the sideline, and he's into Viking territory inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. Nice catch and run from Cash Lemonis, and it's a pickup of about 17 yards for the sophomore Lemonis brother. Both Cash and Graham, excellent wrestlers. Looking forward to the wrestling season this year. I know the Vikings defensive coordinator, Ryan Jacobs, he's the head coach here at WLA. He's looking forward to this season for the Vikings as well. But Laconia, they've got some good wrestling tradition out there in Rosendale too. Here's Jack Renz, almost brought down. Nice open field tackle made by Owen Elke on the far side, and a loss of a pair for Jack Renz, and it just has continued to be the same thing. The Vikings stringing it out to the sideline and letting their secondary make plays. So hard to run up the middle against them with all the size that WLA has. The two biggest teams in terms of size in the trenches, you're talking about WLA and you're talking about Mayville in the Flyway Conference. And you've seen it today for WLA. Here is Renz on the near side. This time he's got the edge. Renz cuts up field on the sideline, driven out at about the 22-yard line. Mark him at the 22. We'll call it a pickup of 19. Make it 18 for Jack Renz. Good pickup there that's about the most space he's had all season long, it seems like. A couple of weeks ago against North Fondy, he went over 100 yards and scored his only 2 touchdowns so far of the season. It's almost don't believe it when you say it for Jack Renz, as good a runner as he is of the football. Here's Renz, has a cutback lane, comes back to the near side. He's got the edge, driven out at about the 7-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. Just inside the 10 for Jack Renz. A couple of nice carries for him. That one going for about 15 as well. First and goal for the Spartans. Down inside the Viking 10-yard line. We'll check the spot. The 8 is where they will put it down. It is a hot one out there. Every Viking starter that is now on the sideline is sprinting over here to the ice chest trying to get one of the cold rags that they have on their head. It's a hot one out there. Here goes Jack Renz, far side, dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Jack Renz gets into the end zone for the 3rd time this year on an 8-yard scamper. So runs of 18, about 15, and 8 for Jack Renz to score it for the Laconia Spartans. It was 3 consecutive carries adding up for 41 yards for Renz. Right as we were talking about the Spartans' inability to get him into open space, there it is. Well, there's Ethan Van Beek punting that one just about into the parking lot on the extra point. Punting, yeah, good one. Kicking it into the parking lot. Let's take a timeout. We're back after this. The final 4:16 comes up next.
Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal. And unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
We return at Viking Field, and Ethan Van Beek will squib this one up ahead, taken in there by Spencer Lair at the 26-yard line, we'll call it. And the Vikings will take over once again with 4 minutes and 8 seconds and counting here in this fourth quarter, the running clock. In the second quarter, once you achieve running clock, you can't take it back off like you can in the first half, like we saw in the first half of this one. 42-10 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard, Coming up next, we're going to have our Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Stick around for that. Crown our player of the game, the play of the game, and tell you about what we got coming up next week on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. The Vikings capping off the flyway slate this weekend. Wins for Mayville, Lamira, and Springs. I think I saw Coach Gregory from Lamira in the stands a little bit earlier. That is the big-time matchup next week. Lamira and Winnebago Lutheran at Lamira. Here's a misdirection carry for the Vikings and a pickup of about 7. That time Tyler Ebert, the junior, 5'11", 155-pound junior, picking up about 6, second down and 4. Yeah, that's going to be a big one coming up next Friday. I will be along on Jeff's live streams and Radio Plus along with Justin Schwartzmiller. I am looking forward to that one from Lamira High School. And I know Coach Gregory was, an opportunity here. You don't get many of them where you get to go out and scout it live with your eyes. Everyone's got the video that gets sent around into the conference pool, and you get to scout your opponents, and that's how things go. And here's a fumble once again by Cole, and it's picked up by Laconia. It's going to be a scoop and score from Drake Stigler, the sophomore linebacker. Scoops it up at about the 25-yard line and rumbles to the house. And so it's a 14-point run here if the extra point is good. 2 touchdowns in the span of about 2 minutes for the Laconia Spartans and a little momentum. And I think that's important for Laconia as they head towards the latter stages of this season. We'll see what the rankings say next week. The Matrix still had them as an 8 seed this week, but a loss today. It's going to be tough next week against Mayville. Kick up, and the kick is good for Van Beek. So 42-17 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. One final timeout. We'll come back and finish this thing up from Viking Field after this.
Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory in Fond du Lac, a proud sponsor of local high school sports. Don and the team at Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory invite you to discover who has made Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the community. To find out more about Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematories, visit kirkyfuneralchapel.com.
Don Kirky and staff, Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Good luck to all area athletes from the entire staff at Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
We're back here at Viking Field. A muffed kick. Gannon Schwartz came up for it, got belted at the 25, and Laconia's got the football. 42-17. I mean, it's still too little too late for Laconia, but if I'm Coach Ledley, I gotta love what I'm seeing in terms of fight for my guys here late in this ball game. I mentioned it right before we went to break. WLA today, Mayville next week, and then at Campbellsport to close things out for Laconia. So it's an uphill battle, and I don't know what the Matrix is going to do in terms of your conference record. If you still have to, if they're still going to take into account whether or not you're either a game under 500 or have a winning record in your conference. Obviously, a winning record will guarantee a postseason berth. And even in the past, we'll just keep it here for this time out. Even in the past, you could get in with a sub-500 record. The Vikings found that out last year. They finished 5th place in the flyway. They were sub-500. They had a sub-500 regular season record. They were 4-5. And they still got into the postseason. The strength of the flyway has always gotten that 5th team in, it seems like, at least in recent times, the last 5 years in particular. That 5th team has always gotten into the postseason. So that battle for number 5 between Omro, Campbell Sport, can Laconia get themselves back into that conversation? We'll see. But Campbell Sport Omro next week is a big matchup between those two teams for a couple of squads that hope that they can get into the postseason. Right now, Campbell Sport's outside looking in. Again, according to unofficial Matrix data, there's a website out there that you can find on Bound Wisconsin that'll link you to that website that puts in the data from Wisconsin high school football into the playoff matrix. So it's unofficial. It's not coming from the WIAA, so it's not necessarily for sure set in stone. But according to that, nice run here up the middle by Nick Starbird, pickup of about 6 or 5. According to that, Campbell Sport's outside looking in. Omro is still in Division 5, but they're down at a 7 seed currently. And so they have work to do from here on out, do the Foxes, that's for sure. So anyways, it's interesting to look at some of these things as we get towards the end of the end of the regular season, looking ahead to the postseason and how this new matrix gets applied. There's a first down for Starbird on back-to-back carries. And our first down's brought to you by Addison Jones. For every first down in football, there's a first move in real estate. Yours is to call Addison Jones. But as for WLA, they believe they are still right in the thick of it in a flyway conference race. Here's Starbird on the left side. Strung out well by the Vikings, and the speed. No, Starbird with the speed to get to the edge, and he picks up about 9 more, and it's 2nd down and 1. And that's going to be the final play of the ball game, ticking down to triple zeros here at Viking Field. 42-17 the final on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, and we will have our our Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. That's up next. Stay with us.
If you're considering building a home, it's important to sit down and have a conversation with your realtor, your financial advisor, or your builder. Signature Homes has client appointments throughout the course of the week that specifically just discuss, is it right for you? Does it make sense? Is this the right timing? Can we be the right builder? Can we provide the right product? We really don't have a limitation to what we build or who we build for. It really comes down to what you need and if we're a fit. And we're certainly going to do everything we can to bring your signature home to life.
Anders Auto Parts, your locally owned bumper-to-bumper auto parts store serving the Fond du Lac area since 1956. Experienced and knowledgeable staff ready to serve you. Anders Auto Parts features PPG and Shopline auto paint along with PPG Versalon commercial paint. Quality name brand auto parts. Anders Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto parts store at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street, behind American Family Insurance.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff. Blessed be the president of Marian University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marian University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marian University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres!
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
Life is full of milestones, big and small. At Fond du Lac Credit Union, we're proud to be a part of your journey. From landing your first job, to moving into your dream home, starting a family, or planning for what's next, we make the money part easy so you can focus on what matters most. Whatever stage you're in, we're right there with you. Fond du Lac Credit Union, here for life and every stage along the way. For more information, visit fdlcu.com or stop in today.
Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Marr Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Upgrade now and get more Buick for your buck at Holiday. Score deep model year-end savings on remaining 2025 models, or lock in rates as low as 0.9% or other great offers on Buick favorites while you enjoy our genuine guest care.
It's impressive how easy car buying can be with Team Holiday on your side. I'm New York running back Braylon Allen, and I drive Holiday.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go, delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future.
Back at Viking Field one last time for the Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. Looking for a loan with no hassle? They can help. Local bank, local lenders, your community, your local community bank. Fox Valley Savings Bank. Postgame show here for a 42-17 win for the Vikings on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Homecoming win. Everything that goes along with that for Winnebago Lutheran Academy. It was 6 rushing touchdowns. They led this thing 28-0 at the end of the first quarter. Led it 35-0 at 35-3 at halftime, and got an early touchdown in the second half as well before clearing out the bench and putting a couple of backups in to run the show the rest of the way. Here is the scoring rundown for you for this afternoon's game. Gannon Schwartz had all 3 touchdowns. For the first 3 scores for WLA, a 2-yard, a 1-yard, and a 31-yard touchdown run for Gannon Schwartz. That made it 21-0. Then Adrian Brenner got in on the action with a nice misdirection that made it 28-0. Then we got that 52-yard kick, Sam Polish made it 35-0 after a 2-yard touchdown plunge. Then we got that massive 52-yard bomb from Ethan Van Beek. That made it 35-3 going into the half. Coming out second half, WLA scored on its first possession. 42-3 was the score at that point. And then in the fourth quarter, Jack Renz finally found some room. He had 3 straight runs that accounted for 41 yards and a touchdown. And then on the ensuing possession, Drake Stigler, the sophomore, with a scoop and score from his linebacker position to make the final score 42-17. Marian University presents our player of the game. Log on to marianuniversity.edu to get started today. There's a couple of different ways you could have gone with this one. I'm going to give a shout out defensively to number 0 for the Vikings, and that's Spencer Lair, and he has been one of their impact players defensively, and I would say one of the better defensive players that you're going to find in the conference. He has been everywhere for the Vikings from his linebacker spot, and today in particular, his ability to get off the ball and disrupt things in the backfield really got Laconia all out of sorts early on in the contest, and had a couple of tackles for loss. And I tell you what, you're talking about a player of the game. I think Spencer Lair wrecked things on that side of the football. Gannon Schwartz, obviously, with 3 rushing touchdowns, could make a case for him, or Sam Polish as well. He had a couple of touchdowns as well. So a couple of names there that we can throw at you for some players of the game for the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. BCI Burke presents our play of the game. Log on to burkecareers.com. That's BURKE careers.com for play that moves you. And I'm going to go back to the kickoff, the second kickoff of the game. The first kickoff, Laconia fumbled at the end of that possession and gave WLA good field position. A 3-play, 38-yard drive gave WLA the 7-0 lead. On the ensuing kickoff, Graham Lemonez fumbled the ball. WLA stripped it out of his hands. It was a nice play by the coverage unit, and to give their offense the ball at the 9-yard line. And WLA, 2 plays later, they had ran 5 offensive plays and were leading at 14-0. And from there on out, it was just really an uphill battle for Laconia. That's your BCI Burke play of the game. And AirTech presents our next game broadcast. No matter which type of heating system you have in your home, the knowledgeable technicians at AirTech Heating can perform a timely repair if things go wrong. You can go to radioplusinfo.com for the complete schedule, but we'll pull up the schedule that is upcoming here. Coming up on Tuesday, Waupun is at Lake Mills for volleyball. Also on Tuesday, Oakfield at CWC. Then on Thursday, there's a triangular volleyball, CWC with Johnson Creek and Marquezan. And then the big one, Mayville at Laconia volleyball. For all intents and purposes, this is the Flyway Conference Championship in volleyball between Mayville and Laconia. Both teams enter that match 5-0, so they'll have to take care of it the following week and clinch the Flyway Conference Championship. But for all intents and purposes, those are your 2 teams that are vying for the conference championship. They meet at Laconia coming up on Thursday. Then Friday, we'll have a ton for you next Friday as well. WLA at Lamira, Fond du Lac at Neenah, Springs at North Fondy, Waupun at Mauston, and Mayville at Laconia. That is your upcoming week presented by AirTech Next Game broadcast. This has been a Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. Jordan King with you here in the Radio Plus broadcast booth from Viking Field. Want to say thanks to WLA Athletic Director Brad Bendix for getting us set up here at Viking Field. Thanks to both coaches, Joe Ledley and Kevin Lair, for meeting with me pregame as well. Thanks to Colby for punching the buttons, and the whole crew for making my job easy. I just get to describe football to you. And I want to thank all of you listening out there, all our sponsors up and down the line. We're saying so long from Viking Field. 42-17, the win for the Vikings on homecoming. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff. Blessed be the president of Marian University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marian University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marian University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres!
Call us just when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust, your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
You've dreamt of the kind of home you want to live in for years. Now is the time to turn that dream into a reality. Quest Interiors has you covered with flooring, cabinetry, and countertops all in one place. From kitchens and bathrooms to family and bedrooms, bring your vision to life with professional installation. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Hey, Devontae. Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, there it is.
Cheaters don't get chicken.
Huh?
Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
A life in motion is a life well lived. At every age and every stage, we help you do more of the things you love. To keep you moving, to keep you achieving, to keep you striving. At Aurora Healthcare, we make care easier and more accessible than ever.
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Len's Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marion University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Tagliapietra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office.